Hello there, beautiful business alchemist. Tash here. I can see that we're live. I'll just make sure, give me one sec. I'm going to share this over oh no, I'm doing it in my group. Okay, sorry. Hello everyone, Tash here. You'll have to forgive me for this terrible lighting today. I need to be a little bit more organized and do my lives in the morning because in the afternoon, the lighting in here looks really blue and hazy. But it's lovely to be here with you all. And I wanted to jump on live today and talk about something that I've been really sitting with and percolating over the past couple of weeks. And that's the importance of alignment between mindset, energetics, and strategy in business. So I know there's a lot of people who talk about, strategy and mindset. And I wholeheartedly believe that building a business, well, I used to believe that building a business is equal parts mindset and strategy. But I've since come to understand that there's a third very, very important component that has to come into consideration. And if it's not in consideration, it will actually, hi Dania, hi Desiree, it will actually be the downfall of our business, and that is your energetics. So I want to talk today about your mindset, energetics, and strategy and how they all communicate with one another. How is it that you can discern if one is off, and why it's important to really focus on this. So your mindset, this is the beliefs, the set of beliefs that you have, that you've either inherited from your family or from society, that you've developed over the course of your life, that has come often from painful events have informed your view of the world. And what we need to understand, our mindset, the way that we view the world is actually, it goes through the filters of our mindset, of the opinions that we have, about the way the world is supposed to be, about the way that, money shows up for me, about the way that my business is supposed to go down, about the way that my clients interact with me. Your mindset is so important. And if there's no focus on your mindset, if there's too much focus on strategy, what can happen is that you will just end up going round and round in circles. Oh my God, these are the worst headphones ever. You keep on falling out. That you'll just go round in circles. You'll end up potentially sabotaging. You'll cycle back into self-doubt. You'll cycle back into procrastination. You might even jump from strategy to strategy. You won't be able to actually sit with one strategy and implement it and actually finish it and see results, because the mindset that you are occupying is not necessarily being paid attention to. So we have to pay attention to having what I call a success mindset. So this is being able to nurture the mindset for success, the mindset for wealth, the mindset for profit, the mindset for abundance, the mindset for ease. It doesn't have to be difficult. Maybe I've got them on the wrong way. I'll try this. It doesn't have to be difficult. If you have a mindset or an opinion that says, I have to work hard for my money, and this will be a very unconscious thing, I have to work hard for my money, otherwise, it's not necessarily as valid, then you're going to find that it's going to be very, very difficult. Your journey in your business is going to be very challenging. So your mindset is equally important to everything else. And then we've got strategy. What's the strategy that you're following? Are you following a strategy? Is there a bigger game plan that you're aware of? Do you know why you're doing the things that you're doing in your business? Do you know that whether or not, I'm going to take these out, they are annoying the shit out of me. Do you know why you are, do you know what your social media strategy is? Do you know what your client generation strategy is? Do you know what your lead generation strategy is? Do you know the steps that you're taking that's going to really help you to not feel overwhelmed? Often we feel overwhelmed because we don't know the steps that we're needing to take in our business. And when we feel overwhelmed, it's often because we are looking too much at the bigger picture, and we don't have that focus. We don't know how to narrow down and know what is the next most important step to take. That comes from following a strategy, from having a strategy that works for you specifically, because there's a lot of strategies out there. You can have strategies that are very masculine oriented, strategies that are very feminine oriented, strategies that are both. And the strategy, if you're following a strategy and it doesn't necessarily feel right, then that's gonna leak over into your mindset, where you're going, this doesn't feel good to me, so I'm going to then start sabotaging, or I'm going to not put in as much effort, or I'm going to take my hands off the rails. So the strategy and mindset, really important. They really talk to one another very powerfully.
but also underpinning all of that. So strategy and if your strategy and your mindset is the house upon which your business is, like if you can imagine your business is a house, it is equal parts strategy and mindset. But underneath that, the foundation that the house sits upon is your energetics. Your energetics are so, so important. So your energetics, I consider this to be, who's calling me? Go away. My partner, I'll tell him to go away. No one calls me on Facebook. Weird. I lost my train of thought. Your energetics are your foundation. So the house can only be so big as the foundation upon which it sits. As it can only be so big as the foundation upon which it is earthed into the ground. You know, how is it that your energetics are really supporting your business? Because if you have blocks in certain areas, so I consider energetics to be your chakra system, your meridian system, your nervous system. All of this infiltrates and speaks to all of these various parts in your body. So this interacts with your endocrine system, your fertility system, your creative system, your sexual energy, your ability, your empowerment energy, all comes back to your energetics. So if there's blocks in your energetic body, then that's going to have a huge impact on your ability to feel confident and empowered in your business. It's going to have a big impact as well on your money mindset too, because energetics, your chakra system in particular, and the nervous system, how safe does it feel for you to be making money? How safe does it feel for you to be going visible, for you to be actually, putting yourself out there, to be sharing your story? Does that feel good to you? Does that feel like something you can do without your system going into fight, flight, or freeze? So these are really important questions to ask. And if we're not focusing on our energetics, if we're not having this be a priority, then it's going to topple our business. It can topple our business. You'll start to wobble. And, this is what happened to me a couple of years ago. I went through a big bout of postnatal depression. My energetics went completely and utterly skewed, and my business fell over for a whole year. I couldn't contain my business. I couldn't hold it energetically, and it fell flat. And I had to do that, that was important for me to actually take some time off my business to be able to really, get myself back on track and to really deal with this postnatal depression. But the impact that it was having on my business was so profound. And, it took me quite a long time to get back that momentum, which unfortunately I kind of lost because I had to take a year off. If I was aware of the importance of my energetics on my business prior to discovering that I had postnatal depression, I think it would have gone a very different way. Who knows? These things, I believe everything happens for a reason. But if you can think of it, like you've got a three-legged stool, right? Mindset, energetics, and strategy. If one of those legs is off, then you're going to topple. And it doesn't matter because they're equally important. So this is a really core foundation of a lot of my systems and structures that I take my clients through. So my Business Alchemy program, we focus on bringing alignment into mindset, energetics, and strategy. And I'm here to say, if you're not focusing on one of those areas, it's really important for you to actually bring some awareness into. And, you can actually start to determine when you have the skills, which one of these are off. Is it my strategy that's not working? Is it my energetics that's a little bit out? Or is it my mindset? We can actually start to bring in that awareness into the way that we're operating in our business. And it makes a huge difference because then we know exactly what to focus on. Okay, this strategy isn't feeling very good. Okay, well, what is it about the strategy? What is it how is that strategy impacting my energetics? Where is that blocking me? Energetics is so important. If you know someone, I'm sure you all know of someone, they walk into the room and you can feel their energy. It's like you feel their presence. They're powerful. They command a presence. That's someone who has a very powerful energy about them. That's someone who has mastered the energy of their chakra system. When we can do this, the energy flows freely through our system, and we command a magnetism that is very compelling, that people are naturally drawn to. They want to listen. They lean into you. They want to know what you have to say. They want to be around you because it feels really good to them. And that's something that we can actually do when we focus on our energetics, especially when we focus on the lower chakra system. This is where our empowerment energy is stored. And it's also where our empowerment energy is blocked. So I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say. If anybody has any comments or questions, let me know. Shoot them here in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys. Is this, are you aware of the importance of focusing on these 3 things in your business? Your mindset, your energetics, and your strategy. Are they feeling good to you? Are they not feeling good to you? Maybe you can start to bring this awareness in. I'm going to be running a free 5-day challenge next week in Business Alchemy Hub. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It's going to be called How to Rocket to a Profitable, Soulful Business. So this is for soulful business. As I consider soulful business, if the work that you do in your business you believe is your soul work, this is the work that you're here to do in this lifetime on the planet, you adore it, you love working with your clients, it brings you so much joy. If this is the work that you do, if this is your soul work, then you are a soulful entrepreneur. And this is what I'm all about. I love working with people who are soulful entrepreneurs. So I'm going to be taking you through my 5-step framework next week for building a profitable, soulful business. It's super powerful. It's what I've refined over the past kind of 12 to 18 months, and it's what I take all of my clients through. So I'm super excited to be offering this to you guys. Yeah, let me know. Any questions? More than happy to answer them. Alrighty, everyone. Take care. See you later.